All right, and welcome to a video. So this is Jedi Dave. We're going to actually show you how to do a Warzone. And if you are one of those guys who basically just created a character from scratch, but it's at level 70 or 75, especially 75, please watch these videos. Either myself or other people have made them, and that way you can uh, not basically hold your team back. Now, I'm not a great gamer. I am absolutely terrible, but I don't cause problems for my groups, and that's more important. So just make sure that you're doing that, doing whatever you got to do to make sure that you're the best possible asset to your team. Now, basically, there are different kinds of war zones. War zones, of course, are PvP, so player versus player, and there's different things. You have, of course, uprisings, operations, flashpoints, things like that. Those are groups, so those are like raids and things like that. What we're looking at is Warzone, so player versus player. So you have, you simply click on the little button on the bottom right-hand side. This becomes available to you after level 10. You can actually do Galactic Starfighter right away. So it's kind of cool. So with Galactic Starfighter, you basically have ships that you can basically create your own little fleet, and then you're able to join and then just basically click on launch, click battle, and then you're in. We're going to show you that in a different video. What we're going to do today, though, is Warzones. So you just simply click on that little button on the right-hand side, just right over here. You're going to click on Join Queue. And then just like that, you're now in the queue. Very simple. And this will actually find until there's enough players to play. There's different war zones. We're going to go over some of them. I'm going to be using my Sith Warrior. It's my main character. This is Darth Krieger. All right, so, or just Krieger, but you earn the title of Darth once you move up. And you simply wait until it pops. Depending on the time of day, it may take a little bit longer. If you're at a lower level or anything below 75, then it does have a tendency to take a little bit longer, but never too long. And then 75, as you see, just popped up. Sometimes it pops up right away if it's really busy online. So this war zone is very simple. Your job here is to plant bombs on the doors if you're on the offensive. You plant the bomb on the door, and then basically you blow the door open, and then you move on to the next level. And then your goal is to get to the data core. Right, so you're going to get to the data core, and then you're going to make sure that you basically destroy that. So if you're on the defensive, then you basically just stop the opposition from doing that. Right, so you can actually see when it starts off, depending on what side of the ship you're on. Right, so you actually see most of the ship. So you're going to actually go through all of this area throughout the game, or throughout this this match. So basically, these war zones are 8 versus 8, right? And the way that the game has been crafted over the recent years is you actually have light side, or like Republic and Imperial characters teaming up together against Republic and Imperial characters. So these little boxes, actually, you can actually see them in the combat training area on the fleet station, but you can also find them in the Warzone themselves. You click on this, you accept the mission so that you can actually get bonuses and achieve certain tasks by actually completing those war zones. Right, so you'll see all the different characters that are playing. If any of you are checking out this video, hello, thanks for teaming up. And here we go. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So this character is a tank, so my responsibility is going to be, of course, to absorb damage for other characters. Nobody seems to be going over to that other side. So as you can see, that person there then tried to get to the door, and they are actually go. And So typically what you're going to do in these war zones is on the one side, you're going to hopefully have somebody guarding that area. The best people to guard, honestly, I find are stealths, because they can actually cause I'm actually going to abandon this area because it looks like there's not a lot of people over on this side. So if there's not a lot of people on this side and they're attacking and we have more than they do, typically that means that they're going to the other side. We don't want that. So one of the things I love about this game is that I suck at video games. And for a lot of you who are amazing at this video game, you're probably watching right now going, oh my god, this guy sucks. And if I can play and still have fun, then anybody can play and still have fun. Again, I do find though that people who have a tendency to be really into massive online role-playing games, they actually may not find this game that exciting because they're so used to something else. Alright, looks like we got some trouble finally. So this is a little buff down here. Every character class gets their own buff. Once you've completed them all, every character has access to it through their legacy. So it's pretty cool. Someone left the war zone, and as you can tell, someone else jumped right back in. Oh, lovely. So that means that somebody on the other side capped that. So they captured that door. What I have not done an exceptional job at doing in this one is establishing my guard. And for the reason that I do that is I actually wait until I see someone who needs it. And I didn't see that at the time. Alright, so I feel like there's probably someone stealthing. Or there could be somebody stealthing over to this side. I'm going to take it on myself to defend over here. When you have characters that are in specialty roles, it's kind of crummy to have them defend. Like, I wouldn't want a healer over here defending by themselves. Because you want them part of the group, right? And typically with a tank, I don't want to be over here either, but someone needs to defend this thing. Now your goal here is of course to call the inks, or the incomings. You'll see up at the top this guy wrote bridge open. It's awesome. He's letting the rest of the group know that the bridge was down, meaning someone locked it out so that the bridge would come across, and that means they're across. If you do not acknowledge that someone is crossed the bridge before it has happened, oh man, they can start capping those doors quick, and then you're right behind. See now this guy here, so I called that door and other people came to help me. That's why you got to do that. A lot of people, especially when they're new, they will not call the incomings. They just get lazy because they're defending. They don't seem to understand the importance of their role. You want to make sure you understand the importance of your role. People count on you. I remember a story of Henry Cavill playing World of Warcraft, and he actually almost missed the chance to play Superman because he refused to answer his phone. Oh, I got knocked off the side. He refused to answer his phone because he had a role to play in his group, and he didn't want to abandon them. I don't know if I take games that seriously. Alright, so this guy's established a force barrier. Worm move. But it is part of your repertoire. Take advantage of it, right? I do not have that skill set. Maybe that's why I'm a little whiny about it. Alright, so there we go. I've established my guard. Man, I am being lynched here. So there is a massive attack on me. And there I go. For those of you who are interested, I am playing on the Starforge server. There is different servers for you to play on. So, you know, if you end up being a fan of these videos or anything like that, never hesitate to come on. You can join my guild, the Imperial Armada. I can provide you with whatever munitions you require. Whatever you want. I'm here for you. Alright. Here we go. Now we're going to be attacking. So that was our defensive strategy. Now we have to defend. Essentially, all the war zones are the same, with different objectives. So, like, you know, you have roles to play. You have to fight. You have to defend. You have to heal. Whatever. This one here. A lot of the other ones are like capture the flag. They also have Hutball. So you have your war zones where you're doing capture the flag type of things, and then of course you have Hutball, which is essentially like football, except that you have to kill each other in order to try to score. For some reason, a lot of people on these games do not like Hutball. I love it. But I do prefer the ones where you're basically playing capture the flag. We are not going to win this. Certainly feels like we're not going to win it. We didn't let them get very far, but we're not getting anywhere. Until we get past this first door, we don't have much hope of winning. If we get past this first door, we have a very good chance of winning. I'm going to try to guard this person. See if we can... Alright. I am unaware of where the rest of the group is. They seem to all be on the other side. Let's see if I can just slow these guys down so that they don't And they are, but they're not capturing the door. My wife, who plays this game occasionally, is actually quite good at capturing this door. That's all she tries to do, actually. The whole thing is just try to capture the door. She usually finishes pretty low in the medal rounds, or the medal standings, but it's just because her real goal is to just try to capture the door. But you know what? That helps us win, so it's all good. Oh my goodness, I hate when I click on this thing which then allows me to heal. As soon as as they do damage to me, then I get to heal. But then if I click it too late, then I die anyway. I typically try to guard the healers. Especially if they're healing me. Tanks get no love. You'll watch, you can actually vote at the end of each Warzone for an MVP for your group, and healers always get love. And if you're a healer, you should really respect us tanks, because we tried to keep you safe. Oh, someone's still attacking me. I thought there was a clean path to the door there for a moment, but that's not the case. So as you can see in the top right hand corner, we only have 1 minute and 40 seconds before this war zone is done. So we're not winning. And less than 1 minute to go. I was hopeful there for a moment, but nothing happened. That was a stealth that got me. Cool, a Dark Talon then. Who isn't? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. So we did not succeed in winning this war zone. So just that that is it. That is what it's like. I did finish at the top in medals, and then you can just see like everybody and what they did. And I do have a tendency, like I said, we give the healer some love. 7 million healing points, definitely deserves it. All right, and that is this Warzone, the Void Star, I believe. And see, finished at the top, absorbed 500,000 points in damage, did a 1.5 million points of damage. No MVP votes. No one loves the tanks. All right, that's it, and enjoy.